Hi, this is Ikenke from Blue Steel Auto School. This is just a glimpse into the day in a life of a driving instructor and a student. Right? So we have our student Alex here with us, right?
Right.
And we're just gonna drive around and see, what Crown Heights stores our way. We happen to be in Crown Heights. This is where the school is located. Um, it can be pretty hectic sometimes, traffic, pedestrians, bicycles, scooters, double parked cars, right? There could be a lot going on, so you definitely have to have your eyes open and your mind focused and your head on a swivel when you're driving around Crown Heights. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, so she's already done her usual seat mirrors belt, start the car, right? Put the parking brake down, or deactivate the parking brake if it's active. Alright, so all of that is taken care of. And now we're gonna start driving. So now you want to do gear, signal, and wheel. So make sure. Also keep it to the right here. To the left is square move. There you go. And then you signal left and you turn the wheel left. Alright, so she's turning the wheel one time to the left. Alright, that was half a turn. No car in front of us. And right away we come out here and what do we see? Double parked cars. Alright, so you have to go over the yellow line to avoid double parked cars. In that case, it's okay. So move left a little bit. Now, you don't want to go over the yellow line for no reason, but you have to go over the yellow line to avoid hitting a car. I mean, just think about it. The line is there for a reason, but in that instance, is it better to touch the line or touch the car, right? So if you touch the line for a moment, it's not going to damage your car. If you touch somebody else's car, you're going to damage both cars and you're going to have to pay for both of them. So it just makes sense if you're going to try to avoid a double parked car or a unloading truck or whatever it is, you have to avoid the vehicle. Now be prepared in case something is coming towards you on the other side. Right? So in that case, you have to stop. I mean, God forbid you have to stop. Right? I don't understand how some people drive. They drive like they don't think you should ever stop. Now look at these people jaywalking. Jaywalking, my friends, is illegal. Go ahead. He absolutely had a don't walk sign and he still walked. Right? See, this is what I'm talking about. People just jumping out in front of you or running any which way, not paying attention to the rules. The rules are there for a reason, right? Why go through all the trouble of making traffic lights and making walk lights and painting lines on the road and crosswalks? Why go through all that trouble if people are just going to ignore it anyway? Right? What sense does that make? Right? The rules are there to protect you and me, right? Follow the rules. It's very simple. Do the right thing, you stay out of trouble. Right? You do the wrong thing, you try to cut corners and take shortcuts and do things you know you're not supposed to do. Just be happy when trouble comes for you. Right? Okay? I like to try to avoid Utica. It's her first lesson in a long time. So, I mean, St. John's at this time isn't much better. You can go ahead, follow the van in front of you. Go ahead, don't wait for this kid. This kid, if he tries to cross now, he's jaywalking. He's not supposed to be crossing. So don't encourage him to cross. Right? Of course, if he jumps in front of your car, you're not going to run him over. But if you start to slow down and pause, then you're telling him to jump in front of you. So if you know you have the right of way, especially if there's a car in front of you that just went through the green light, then just follow right behind that car. Don't hesitate. Right? Now you always have to be prepared to stop or take evasive action. But A lot of students make that decision way too early. Right? You know, just because you see something doesn't mean you have to react to it. Right? There's a lot of things you see that you're supposed to ignore. Right? So you have to be able to see, yeah, I see. It's not about, and I have students that say that. I have students that take somebody's right away, and I say, well, didn't you see that person? Didn't you see that car? You know, why didn't you stop for them? Oh, well, they saw me. It's not about who sees each other. You can see each other and hit each other. It's not about who sees each other. It's about who has the right of way. All right? So just because I see you doesn't mean I have to stop for you. All right? So it all depends on who has the right of way. And then, of course, if it comes down to it, then you have to be willing to give up your right of way to, you know, basically protect other people from themselves. Look at this idiot. You see? This idiot driving on the wrong side of the road to pass us. For what? To get to the same red light that we're up to. You know, we weren't driving too far behind the car in front of us. We were driving at a typical speed and distance, and he felt the need to go around us on a two-way street to get in front of us. I don't understand that, but this is Crown Heights. Alright, double parked cars, you know, technically you should signal and look to avoid them. Alright,
Signal left.
signal left and look left, and then signal right and look right. Alright, another blue steel car coming our way, and it depends on where they are. But if you have to go over the yellow line, it's a good idea to do that.
Okay.
Alright, let's do a turn here to the left. So we're gonna look at all these double parked cars. This car trying to come out, look like a cop car too. And cops, you guys are not above the law. Alright, let's make this left here. I mean, you can't just jump out whenever you want unless it's an emergency. Alright, slow down a little bit and turn the wheel. Alright. And now nice and easy. There's no stop sign here. It's a flashing yellow, not a flashing red. No stop sign, so we could pass the bus. Okay? If that stop sign was out, stop at the line. Don't pass the line as soon as that line disappears. Right?
Okay.
If the bus had the stop sign out, you have to stop.
Okay.
Right? Alright, now go ahead. And we had to go in the yellow area there because the bus was double parked. Right? Okay. Moving right along on Howard. Slow it down a little bit. And now let it go. So for speed bumps, there's a speed rating. It's usually 15 or 20 in the city. I would say subtract 5. Right? And then, so you slow down to that speed, you release the brake before you hit the bump, and then you slow down. Stop sign here. Stop. You gotta stop. Completely stop. Good. Now go ahead. This is an always stop. So it's whoever stops first. There's nobody there at the moment. Alright. Now the light's turning yellow. Slow down. And you hide the line as soon as the line disappears. So remember, you're not putting your tire on the line. You're putting the front of your car on the line. Right? Once the hood gets to the line and you can't see the line, that's where you stop.
Okay. Am I braking too hard?
A tiny bit. It's not terrible, but I'll forgive you. I know you said it's been a long time since your lessons, and this is your first time in this car, you know, so it takes anybody, even, you know, a professional, if you go from driving one car to another, it takes a little while to get used to. Let's make this left here. Alright, get your mirror to the end of the, don't stop completely here, it's not a stop sign. Mirror to the end of the sidewalk and do one circle with the wheel and avoid the bike lane. Alright. So you go around the bike lane. So now we're next to the bike lane, but not in the bike lane. Right? You're only allowed to go in the bike lane if the line is broken, or if there happens to be like a double parked car or something and you don't have a choice. Let's make this left turn here, stay to the left a little bit, and stop at the line. Don't forget that. Whenever you see a red light or a stop sign, you want to stop at the line. So, you know, if you ever have any questions or comments, you know, you can always, you know, post it on YouTube, right? You can please like us, right? And subscribe and ask for notifications. Don't turn yet. This is a two-way. It's a two-way. So for a two-way, you want to get to the middle first. Right? Now watch this lady here. All right. So see what I'm talking about? And just strolling without a care in the world. Oh, let me just jump out in the street. La-di-la-di-da, no problem. All right. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot to deal with when driving around Crown Heights. And Crown Heights isn't by itself. It's a lot of Brooklyn, you know, most of New York, and, you know, even other parts of the country. You always have to keep your head on a swivel, right? You know, you never know. A lot of people fill out their test and they say, oh, that pedestrian came out of nowhere. Well, they probably didn't really come out of nowhere. You just weren't looking in the right place at the right time, right? So you always have to be aware that things can come from anywhere. And you see, unfortunately, we have some craziness going on. People, you know, feeling entitled, you know, doing the wrong thing that can lead to trouble. All right, so this is Ikenke signing off from Blue Steel Auto School. Again, please subscribe, like, you know, ask questions, give us comments, ask for notifications, and we appreciate you. And I want to give a special thanks to our participating student, Alex, right? Good job. Thank you for your help. All right. And take care to all of you.